turning my headset on, just so you know. Oh, it is on. Are you there, Jerry?
Whoa! Is that wireless?
Yeah. But I can go about halfway, and then I lose.
And then you lose.
I'll try it later. You probably turned this mic on.
Saskatchewan, you know Sasktel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With Sasktel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Sasktel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
So the unique thing about Stringham is, although we've grown, we still maintain the small town law feel.
And it's important to Stringham to go into those communities, to provide those high-level legal services to our community members, and to live in those communities, to support those communities, and to help those communities grow and thrive.
Curl Sask is proud to announce Friday, January 27th as the Affinity Credit Union Curling Day in Saskatchewan. We reached out to Saskatchewan for help with creating a new t-shirt design for this special day. We received over 20 submissions from people all over the province. But there could only be one winner. Congratulations to Amy Fredette from the Estevan Curling Club. Curl Sask is so excited to use this design for our Provincial Day of Curling on January 27th.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Everyone, Clayton Wicks here at the Innovation Plex and Swift Current. With me is Sarah Hogue, and in a little few minutes, we're going to be joined with Rachel Schlechter, one of the skips here. We are commentating for the Sheet 5 game between Taylor and Kleider, and things have got off right on time.
For anyone interested, you can follow along the scores based on the screen here. Just at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the two teams' names. If you're interested in the team rosters or any more information, you can go to the Curl Sask page and see the line scores. Click teams, and it'll give you full information on who's on the sheet.
So it looks like we're going to be starting off with a fairly clean end here. Do you think, Sarah?
I think so. It looks like both teams are quite strong with their hitting game. Oh, we did see a flash there from Collider's team. So it looks like Taylor's going to capitalize.
I just jinxed it. So where are you commentating from, Sarah? I forgot to ask your dad.
I'm zooming in from Saskatoon, and yeah, just my upstairs living room of Saskatoon here. And yourself?
I'm live at the lounge.
Oh, lovely, lovely. So you're seeing everyone in real time, and the reactions of parents and grandparents as shots are made.
Exactly. Getting lots of comments from the people here that that have listened to our commentating. We don't think it's that good, but they think it's awesome.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, my aunt had said that she was enjoying the commentating last evening, and I said, well, as long as you didn't mute it, then I guess that's a win.
Exactly.
Brianna Kish with a hit and stick there.
And it looks like Team Taylor's just gonna hit her on the nose, do the same shot.
I'm going to wander to the other end of the lounge, just see if we can keep my sound going. Are we still good from down here?
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah, can hear you
Yeah.
just fine.
Standing right next to your dad, Sarah. Say hi.
Oh, lovely. Hi, Dad. Here we have Team Clutter hoping to roll and or make things a little tighter in the rings, but they hit and stick on the nose.
So fill us in, Sarah. Which ones are your sisters?
Well, my sister is playing third for Clyder this year, which is funny as that's a role that I played a few years ago. I played third for Maddie before I aged out of juniors. However, being the small world of curling, I've been able to compete against most of these girls, and they're fantastic, fantastic curlers. Um, Team Taylor has been doing amazing in the last couple of years, and I believe they're going to the U18 nationals coming up here. And Team Clyder actually earned themselves a berth to the provincial Scotties for ladies. So they'll be at the Scotties next weekend in Estevan.
So Rachel, you're still listening. Have you qualified for some provincial events yet?
Not yet. My team just kind of got together late, and we were able to get in this event. But we're hoping for next year we can get a little bit further and hopefully qualify for a few things in women's.
It's good competition out here.
Yeah, oh, for sure it is. It's been really good games all weekend, and everybody's been staying really close and battling it out to the 10th end.
And Clayton, have you always been engaged in the curling community?
What was that? Sorry.
Have you always been engaged in the curling community?
Yep. I'm. I had been curling 2 nights a week up until now. I'm just curling one night a week after Christmas in Super League. Um, I think I'm the oldest skip in Swift Current that's still in the Super League.
Amazing, amazing. Well, curling's a sport that people can do at any age and have a great time at it at any age, so I think that's awesome.
Yeah, we'll get the old timers view and the young girls view on this game.
Yeah, for sure. Played you all the time in the Super League back when I was in Swift. It's a lot of
Don't
fun.
give out don't give out the win-loss record, Rachel. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing to me.
Well, what looked like was going to be a straight deuce for Taylor with a couple hit and roll outs from both teams. We have a fairly clean slate again. This draw went a little deep, so it looks like Clyder's just going to opt to hit and stick, and this is looking like it's going to be a blank end. Sorry, I did not mean to say stick. I meant to say stick in the ring so that Taylor could hit and roll out and or stick. It might be a 1, might be a blank end.
There's a little rollout, so looks like it'd be a good blank end to start off the game.
For anybody that's watching now, we don't have timeouts here. We have extra time allotted to each game. We have coaches interaction, and you can see where the coach came out and just had a little chat. Their clock keeps running, and they can do that as much as they want, as long as they don't run out of time at the end of the game.
Absolutely. That having coaches on the ice rule came into play a few years ago. I'm thinking about 2019. And it absolutely has helped so many teams, gain confidence in what they're calling, but also gain confidence in as a team, knowing that, hey, like our coach is right here, he's right close by, or she's there, she's right close by. And if we're doing something wrong, they'll let us know instead of waiting till after the game when it's too late, because traditionally there were only 2 timeouts.
It's been a really good thing for just learning experience, having somebody out there, and especially when you get down to those last couple shots and having somebody else take a look at the angles for you who has the experience is just it's having a really positive impact on the juniors game here.
So we've got a throw through to blank the first end, and we will join you after a short break.
Curl Sask is proud to announce Friday, January 27th as the Affinity Credit Union Curling Day in Saskatchewan. We reached out to Saskatchewan for help with creating a new t-shirt design for this special day. We received over 20 submissions from people all over the province. But there could only be one winner. Congratulations to Amy Fredette from the Estevan Curling Club. Curl Sask is so excited to use this design for our Provincial Day of Curling on January 27th.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Fast Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Today, online bullying is more common than ever, but there is help. Sasktel wants to solve this problem. It's why they created Be Kind Online. If you're a victim of online bullying or know someone who is, or even if you just want to stop it from happening to anyone, this is a place to learn what you can do. You can find lots of tools and tips to help you stand up to cyberbullying. Be Kind Online is a place to learn how to stay safe as well, to learn best practices and plans to stop cyberbullying before it even has a chance.
So we're back at the Swift Current Curling Club at the Innovation Plex. We are watching Sheet 5, Taylor against Clyder in the U21 Provincial Championships.
And it looks like it's a fairly clean house. We are still on lead stones here. Taylor looks like there was draw a hit. Now we have something in the back of the rings, and Hannah Johnson is opting to throw the hit here, or Maddie Clyder has opted for Hannah to throw the hit, rather. Sweepers are sweeping, and it looks like we're going to stick around in the back of the house. So another fairly open end here in end 2.
Anybody watching that wants to put a little coin on the game, you can log on to Curl Sask website, and there is a 50-50 that you can get involved in and help curling.
Great point on the 50-50 to help curling. I mean, even the last couple years, curling rinks have definitely needed the added help, and so has various curling programs. So any and all help is extremely, extremely, we're very grateful for it.
Well, looks like we're changing course a little bit. Throw up a guard and see if they can get a couple points together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with Clyder having hammer, I'm pretty sure she's not too worried about that rock at the back. It might even actually work as a catcher for them, so they're going to try and generate the deuce.
Taylor is opting to peel here, just to keep it open, take away chances of the deuce. And it looks like she just rolls too far for the stick.
Playing a corner on the other side, I believe.
And Taylor's just going to opt out for the peel again. Just clean her up, keep her clean.
The danger in throwing those corner guards is I've seen in play sometimes if your player happens to slide that corner guard into the rings, it gives your opposition the chance to do the hit and stick, and now instead of generating a deuce, they've got a force in play. So takes good execution on everybody.
Looks like Clyder's got a chance to get in behind the guards and go hard for their deuce.
Been able to play on some pretty exciting this year. Do you want to tell the people at home some of the teams that you've been playing with and or events you've been competing in?
Oh, sure. So I've had the opportunity to spare quite a bit beginning of the season. I spared for Sherry Anderson. I just played lead for a couple days. A couple weekends ago, I went to North Battleford with Emily Blaze and played second for them, and actually played against Clyder in that event. And they beat us in a really tight game, but it was a lot of fun. And just with my junior team here, spent the weekend playing back in Swift, which feels like my home rink. So it was very nice. And yeah, it's just been all the way around and playing with a bunch of people, just getting experience. And it's been a lot of fun this season.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, and we see another coach intervention here. It is awesome having the coaches there, and both of these teams have some fantastic coaches. So to get their expertise and advice on demand just makes the team so much stronger.
See, in our Super League, I actually have 3 interactive coaches on the ice with me. They're always telling me what to do.
Oh, that's great.
I don't recall if it was your team a couple of years ago, Rachel, when you were playing out right out of high school, but I can remember saying to somebody out there, when you added up your team age, you had me beat by 1 year, me
Oh,
alone.
yeah. Yeah, I do remember that.
But I think I won that game.
I don't know. We'd have to go back and check the scores.
It wasn't on camera then,
No.
so I can say what I want.
Oh, for sure. Looks like Taylor's just gonna try to throw a draw out to the corner and see if Madison can take it out to blank the end.
I see that we're joined by a special guest, and by special guest, I mean my dad. So, hi, Dad.
Hey, good morning, girls. How are we doing today?
We're doing
pretty
well.
good.
We're doing well.
Fantastic. Another exciting morning here. Full crowd upstairs, which is real nice to see, and a lot of good curling games going on right now.
Fantastic. So here we have the last rock of a very clean end that was played.
Looks like Madison's just gonna throw her through. We'll blank the second end and see if we can generate a couple more points and hopefully the third or the fourth.
So after second end, it's 0-0. We'll be back at the Swift Current Curling Club in a couple of minutes.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
The roaring game. We all love it, but sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. Don't get stuck in your curling club this year. Learn the game inside and out. Play for your favorite country and take the curling world by storm. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
Rose. Hi, I'm Clayton Wicks. We're back at the Swift Current Curling Club. I'm joined with Sarah and Rochelle. Anyway, we are doing the U21 Junior Provincials. We're on sheet 5. Taylor is playing Clyder, and we blanked the first 2 ends.
Here we have 2 guards. Taylor opted to play a center guard, and Clyder came in with a tight one on the wings. Taylor's opting to draw around their center guard here and sit on the top 4. It looks like some good weight. Just needs to curl up a little bit. And they come up just in the 12-foot there. Madison is looking to hit and roll either behind the center or far roll behind the corner. Now, Rachel, maybe you can answer this, or Clayton. Is the tick rule in effect in juniors here? The rule that you can't tick?
I think we can both answer that as a no.
Yeah, I don't believe it is. I don't remember that being brought up in the meeting, so.
Yeah, it would
Wonderful.
be brought up if it was, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, the tick rule isn't in yet.
No.
What do you think about?
Nice.
I
mean, oh, go ahead, Rachel.
I don't mind it. I think it's all right, but if you can get the shot done right, then it really works out good for you. But it is a tough shot to make, and it takes a lot of practice to really perfect it.
Me being the old guy here, I like it, but I don't think I would introduce it at the younger age. I think not that you're not all great curlers, but there's so much precision to be learned at that point. To add that element in might start getting these games going with too big a spread. Naturally, that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Um, we thought that it would affect our strategy a little bit more than it did, but the couple times we played with it, we saw really it only affected us once or twice. And the alternatives that we came up with maybe weren't as historically good, but they definitely worked out in the end in a relatively similar fashion. So, I think that it's a rule that's going to take getting used to, and some teams are going to love it and some teams are going to hate it. But I guess it's just like when they brought in the free guard zone.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
sure.
And I think what happens too, and I'll backtrack on what I said, is that when you can't ticket, it probably just brings into play the shot that we were thinking about playing anyway.
Yeah,
Did that make
exactly,
sense?
exactly.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because there's some teams that don't even like they don't play the tick very much anyway, so it isn't going to change a whole lot of strategy for most teams, especially at this juniors.
It looks like Maddie's looking to peel, but just peel and roll, not peel and roll out, to keep her her stone in front of their guard and in front of the one that they have in the 8-foot. They've changed up ideas here, and they're looking now just to hit the Taylor stone that's in the 12-foot, the corner 12-foot. So they'll have a split house.
I would have thought the option of getting rid of that center stone and perhaps rolling in front of your corner would be ideal, but that's the thing with curling. Every team has a slightly different strategy, and as long as you execute what you're thinking will work.
Oh, for sure. And it depends on what your throwers are playing like too. If they have a stronger shot, then you're gonna want to take that one instead of something a little bit more complicated or something you're not comfortable with.
Taylor's looking to play a very finesse shot here by going by the guard through the hole and looking at hitting the one in the house. Team Taylor is fantastic at these types of shots. They're really known to play well with different angles, different finesse shots, and they do make it very well. And here they're rolling behind the yellow that's in the corner 12-foot. I guess it's open from this angle.
She'd probably like to get that roll right behind the center guard, but she shot rock, so they'll have to make a play on it. Not sure the roll behind center was there.
No, you'd have to hit the rock a little bit thicker just to not roll as far, but it's tough when you're coming in between two guards.
Yeah, and a little softer probably,
Yeah.
so
Oh, for
be
sure.
much more precise.
So Rihanna Kish with the hit and little roll under their own. We now see Taylor signaling for the big hit and roll. Last evening we were talking a little bit about curling families and how curling often stays in the family, or it's a pastime to do together, and we see both teams having parents as coaches with the Stecklers and then with the Gliders, which I think is fantastic. It brings in that that extra level of family support, but also intergenerational love for the game of curling. And then we do see some new people who try curling and fall in love with the sport. Oh, and it looks like Dean's calling a time here, so we'll see what he calls or suggests. That's another thing with the thinking time. Oftentimes it's not a cut and dry, no, do this instead. There's a little bit more room for discussion.
I didn't see that original call for sure, but I think she was trying to draw around that corner guard. But by bumping it in, I'm sure that was one of the options they discussed, that if it did curl, you would end up with just as good a shot.
I want to say good positive miss there. It worked out.
I guess
But
they probably
And
could
that
have had the
rockets,
potential split too.
absolutely.
So I'll talk to you two younger curlers right now, and maybe you can. I'm wondering why they're not making a play either going around the center guard or getting rid of that center guard with having hammer, because if they leave it there, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the next shot is just to come around that center guard, won't it be?
I
Yeah,
believe
I can
so.
absolutely see that. And it looks like they are opting to go around. I think their fear right now is that if they go around the center and Taylor freezes, they're in a tricky spot. I could also see them playing, the peel, make Taylor throw the hit, and then from there, your deuce is still in play. But by going around the center, you almost make it so that your scoring zone is shrunk if the opposition freezes you.
Good point. And I suppose the problem with trying to peel that guard is you've got traffic on both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, you don't want to risk jamming anywhere, especially when you're trying to get a couple points here.
That guard's high enough. If Taylor does decide to go around with her next shot, there's probably still room to get at it to pop it to the back of the house.
For sure, you can easily get there with about hack or even bumper weight, depending on how far back in the house it is.
I haven't timed any rocks yet this game, but it seems like all the games so far, it's been running, that 14, 14, 5 between the hogs.
And that's, you don't want it too fast, you don't want it too heavy or sticky. That's a really nice in between.
I think most are looking for that 14, 14 and a quarter.
Yeah,
that'd be,
exactly.
yeah, it's a pretty nice just T-line weight, and it's what a lot of rinks have, especially for good competition like this.
So Chantel Hogue coming in with a split tap here. And she taps it too far, but brings something around under that center. Taylor's going to look to hit and roll underneath both the center and the shooter that Chantel just tossed. And as I said, both of these teams have had fantastic seasons. Taylor qualifying with the under 18s, and Clyder qualifying with the ladies Scotties provincials. So these trickier shots like the hit and rolls undercover are definitely in their back pocket when they're winning events or winning to qualify for events like that.
For sure, they are definitely not afraid of playing those finesse shots, which has helped them a lot.
This is very close.
A very nice roll they got on that. It was a really good shot.
I'm not sure you could have put it in a better spot.
No, that's pretty much perfect.
Even any kind of a try to push the yellow back, you're probably going across the top of it and missing.
Yeah. I
So
don't believe
peel
you'll.
here.
Yeah. Looks like it.
So with that slight slide by at what appeared to be earlier of a multiple score for Clyder, Taylor has the opportunity to put the force on and has shrunk the rings quite substantially.
Right, with that little hit and roll, it looks like Maddie's going to be forced to one here. In the last rock of the third end.
So with the nose hit, it's a 1 for Clyder, and we'll be back with the fourth end in a couple of minutes.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
So the unique thing about Stringham is, although we've grown, we still maintain the small town law feel.
And it's important to Stringham to go into those communities, to provide those high-level legal services to our community members, and to live in those communities, to support those communities, and to help those communities grow and thrive.
So we're back at the Swift Current Curling Club. Kleider was forced to make a hit and stick to take one in the third end. We're now playing the fourth end in the U21 Provincial Championships. I'm Clayton, and I'm joined with Sarah and Rachel, and we are having a little bit more fun during breaks than we are actually commentating the game, but it's a lot of fun. Want to give a shout out to Jerry at Curl Stadium. Setting up this in Swift Current has been wonderful for us. We can watch these games live on YouTube, and they're recorded. And even our local games, we can settle bets in the bar afterwards, and because they're all recorded, and we can go back and review them. And Curl Stadium has been a game changer for us.
It's been really great too for a lot of family members who, that they can't be here at the rink, but they can be at home and watch from anywhere in Canada or in the world, pretty much.
In the world is right. I have a brother-in-law in Australia, and he has tuned in once in a while. Maybe not for my games, but he is a fairly well-known curler in Saskatchewan. So he left many years ago, but left his mark when he was here. So after the two ends played fairly clean, there was misses, but they still were able to clean things up. Third end, we started to see rocks getting in play, and fourth end here, it almost looks like they're going all out.
Just testing my mic here, and I think it is working again, so that's awesome.
You
we had a little tap there. Taylor weighing out their options here. Looks like Taylor's going to hit top yellow.
I'm assuming she'll be looking for a slight roll towards the center line, maybe even get right on top, right splitting the center line. Would be ideal.
Yeah. Just got to curl up a little bit more, but I think she should be able to get there. And just a bump around the nose.
Collider has some options here with how they can hit this. If they hit kind of the whole area, they might be able to get a couple going and move the third around. Especially with the weight that Rihanna can throw. I mean, a couple years ago in juniors, we saw an increase in the amount of weight that the junior women were throwing, and I think that that's kind of stayed as a constant, and it's great. Played soft weight here.
Oh, it's a really good shot. Just get those red rocks moving and separate a little bit.
Taylor looking to consult with her teammate here on how to make this shot and what to do. It's awesome when you can get the thrower's input too, because then there's full and complete buy-in.
Yeah. We just have to watch here if we're hitting the yellows that you're avoiding the jams on the reds since they're a little bit behind. You should be able to poke her through the hole just fine.
I do think the rock they're going after right now is probably the most dangerous yellow stone in the rings right now. So I'm happy with the choice she's made.
And I mean, if those go, I don't see Taylor being too upset about it, because the one red rock in the back right now is almost a little bit dangerous to how they want the end to turn out anyway.
I think this is perfect.
Yeah, that was a really good shot there.
Yep. So we're on to third stones here. So Chantel is new to this team this year. Last year and years prior, she played with people like Medley, and years prior she played with people like Skylar Ackerman. So always very competitive, playing against Taylor and against Maddie, and now she's playing with Maddie. So we see that often in junior curling when teams can kind of form together based on who their competition is and was.
And we've just got another little interaction here. We'll see what the coach is saying.
So my club call would be get rid of that one at the, but just biting top four. Looks like club call might be the same as the big leagues.
Yeah, I mean, this call definitely allows you to protect, your deuce, and even potentially bring a 3 into play.
I don't think she's going to want to roll towards center line, but I don't know that for sure just because of the potential jam at the bat.
No. The ideal would be just to roll in front of your red in the back there. Just kind of roll to the outside.
Very nice.
That looks like Madison's just going to go for a little double there.
How close to the triple will it be?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not too sure here, based on how much weight they're throwing. Oh, and she goes under it. Over curled on that one.
When the rocks leave the house, it looks like it over curled a lot, but in reality, that was probably about 1.5 inches. On 120 feet, that's not too bad.
So a very dominant end by Team Taylor here. We do see that Team Collider has their center guard as well as one frozen in the top 12 foot that might really help them as the skip stones are thrown and placed. Collider looking to play at the back one.
I'm surprised they're not, maybe the coach interaction here, but I'm thinking that one that's biting the 4 foot is awful tempting to go after. The amount of curl probably a concern, probably pretty tight to the center guard.
That would be. But if you could get any type of roll, either underneath the yellow or red, or even underneath the center, you'd be sitting pretty good.
Well, and any kind of roll, yeah, that just showed
Absolutely.
us there, puts it right into that pile.
Yeah.
It would be hard to hit that too thin. I think any contact at all, and it's going to go right into the pile.
This is a skip with a lot of confidence. She's made a ton of shots. And so, we see her go down. Well, she's coming back down the ice, but when she went down, there was like high fives. Just a very confident way of playing. And we see Team Taylor having, the same type of confidence, which is really great to see in junior curling.
She's elected to take the other turn, so with this turn, it's probably going to come off a little flatter.
It's a good shot. Been nice to get a little bit of a roll either direction, but getting through that hole is pretty tough.
That actual, to me, that no roll would have been better than a roll of 2 inches, but you know, she actually left that in a fairly tough spot. There's still traffic that can get in the way. She was just able to watch the opposition throw this shot, so they should know what it would do and what weight to throw.
Just take the guard. I just got another coach interaction here. Let's see how many of
Absolutely,
those red rocks they
absolutely.
can try.
It to a lot of people that would look like a fairly easy triple, but I'm not sure you can get them all to go. If you hit the one where her broom is with big weight, you probably get rid of them all. If it curls at all, you probably just get the high one and maybe the back one.
You also have to throw a fair bit of weight here as you're trying to move 3 stones that are all frozen.
It's a big shot here naturally because if she does that, it forces the one. If she doesn't accomplish getting rid of them, it could be left with a draw for multiple, or sorry, a hit for multiple. So our prediction was wrong. She actually just wanted to go in there and be left lying first and second stones.
In a really good spot too. It's extremely hard for Taylor to get this out. What was looking like an end for, you know, a bundle for Taylor is now looking pretty difficult to get that one out. So
Yeah, pretty much has I think got her into the force of one with I'm guessing she's doing a hit with a slight roll. Ice could be conducive to the draw too, but I don't think she'll be drawing. And the perfect hit and roll for one. So after 4 ends of play, we're all tied up, and we will be back in a couple of minutes.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Sask Milk gives us the tools to provide high-quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Saskatchewan, you know Sasktel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With Sasktel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Sasktel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sastel.com/sponsorships.
Fortunate to play in a couple events in Swift Current. I
So
love
we're back.
the ice in Swift Current.
We're
and
back
the rink in
live
Swift
at this. We're back live at the Swift Current Curling Club. We're in the 5th end of play. We have a tied up ball game, even though the scoreboard doesn't show it quite yet. And we're off and running again.
During the break, we were just talking about how fortunate the curlers are to be able to curl here at the Swift Current rink. I know I've felt extremely fortunate to curl at the Swift Current rink. The ice is great, the people are fantastic, and it's just a wonderful facility. So it's great that they're hosting some big events like this. We had Taylor with a guard. Kleider came in, and then Taylor opted to hit the one in the rings.
Yeah, we always give a shout out to our head ice maker, Jason Broughton. He's been well known for making great ice for many, many years. I don't want to give his age, but I think he's a year older than I am, so he's getting way up there.
It's always a great experience just being out here and the environment of everything. And I've been lucky enough to be able to learn from Jason and kind of see the way that the ice works and how he works his magic at these events.
Going to give a little shout out to our general manager, Chris Heichert, too, the well-known curler, and our general manager here. And I want to pump a little bit of air into his tires, but I regret it every time I do, because then we have to renovate the rink and put wider doorways in so he can get his head into his office again.
Just get him to wear his chicken hat again like he did last year, and it'll fit just fine.
No, don't egg him on.
I can do that because I'm not at the shrink very much anymore, so.
I can do it too.
So far, Taylor's dominating the front of the house with both a center guard and a rock in the corner 12-foot. They will slip to the back four with this draw behind cover. So we'll see what Maddie opts to do here. Looks like she wants to do a little hit and roll with some down weight.
So this ends kind of going the same as 3 and 4. It seems like somebody starts to get a bit of control and start to do stuff, and next thing we know, it turns around, and at the end, the skipper has been having to make a good shot to get their point.
Goes to show how close these two teams are, because is having to make that hard shot at the end. So really good match here and really good pairing.
So another little shout out to Curl Stadium, but with Chris working with them and getting the system put in here, for any other curling clubs that happen to not have it, probably something they should investigate. You can't see inside all the curling rink right now, but we have got lots of sponsors, especially on the ice, that stepped up just because of the viewing audience that we can get here. And Chris has the numbers on it, but I think last year we were over 1 million views over the year. So it has generated a huge cash flow for the curling club, and we have not heard a negative comment about the Curl Stadium process.
Yeah, rink is fantastic, and not only is it great for the curling rink, but it's also great for the curlers sponsors as well. If you look on both teams, their jackets are full of sponsors, and those are local companies who have decided to support junior curling and support these teams through their training and their travel and their competing. So if you're at home and you see any sponsors on the ice, in the curling rink, or on the girls' jackets, definitely support those businesses as they support curling.
You're right, Sarah, and I think as these teams develop and get into the bigger spiels and the bigger money and stuff like that, I know lots of teams have their own YouTube channel, and they'll actually take this feed and put it into their own channel, and then they can actually add their own advertising there as well. So tons of options. So I've worked in a timer at these events as well, and if you take a look at the shot clock, there's not often you get well into the fifth end of play and have shot clocks that are within 10 seconds. Which probably means when we had coach interactions, we've had the same amount of interactions by the coaches for each team, because when there's a coach interaction, it's the team that's in control of the house, their clock keeps running.
Yeah, you're right. The coach interactions, they're not just a benefit for the team that's talking with their coach, but they're also a benefit for the other team as well. And again, we're seeing some play or some rocks at the back of the rings. We still have that center, just off center guard, and it looks like Collider's going around.
So Sarah, with the coaches interaction, I'm not 100% sure, but the team that has control of the house, that coach can be on the ice surface, and the other coach probably can only talk to the skip and stay off the ice surface, correct?
You know, I'm not too sure the ruling right now. I believe that they're supposed to stay on the backboards, but I can double check.
Yeah, I think in Swift Current, for example, the end we're looking at here, there's very little room at the back. So I think the coach that is interacting that doesn't have control of the house can probably step onto the ice and talk to them. But I think at the other end where there's room, I think the coaches that aren't in control of the house are supposed to stay off the ice surface.
Yeah, I think that is how it is. And if the coach has control of the ice, then they can step as far as like just before the back line, but they cannot step over the back line of the house.
Oh, right. Can't so they actually can't go right out into the house.
No, so they can be on the ice, but you can't step in the house, which is good because then they can get a little bit closer, but they can't get the exact angles for the girls.
And if I was coaching, the last thing I'd want to do is burn a rock.
Yeah, exactly.
They come in just short of the rings here, but it's overlapped and protecting the one in the 4 foot of Clyders. So Taylor is looking now to draw. Now the draw is a little heavy here, so they'll slide to the back of the rings. So Clyder sitting first shot, Taylor second shot, and I believe Clyder third shot. So they're looking here as to what their best option is.
It looks like they're probably just going to try and put another one in there. If you're sitting about in the 8 foot, it's probably a good spot.
If you want to get it tucked a little bit into that spot where there's no potential for a double.
24 hours.
We see here a really good scrub, really good sweep from the quieter team to
Yeah,
bring that rock in.
I think they recognized it was going to be a little deep, so they wanted it. Probably wouldn't even have minded it a little deeper than that.
Yeah, just to take the pocket away.
Right. Freeze on the stone that was just thrown probably gives her shot rock. It would be close.
We're looking for some directional sweeping here, and it looks like they just bumped it.
It would almost appear a nose hit there could give them the potential for 4. They're probably going to play for the 3, and if they get the, if they can move that one at the, just biting the 8 foot at the back for that extra bonus 4, they'd be even more happy with that.
Exactly. I think your priority right now is make that red one go away, and if nice things happen, then they'll happen.
For sure, when you look at the scoreboard, they've been battling for their 1, so to get any more than 1 is a victory all on its own. So the last stone in the 5th end is on its way, looking for contact on that red for a multiple score. It's looking pretty good so far, and she hit it not exactly where she wanted, but she got her 3, and we'll be moving on to the 6th end and back in a few moments.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
you doing the ice?
Yeah, that'll be here for most of tomorrow. Might take off early, but there's like it's supposed to snow.
Yeah, we got hit with Scrooge on it tomorrow too. I think we're gonna leave around noon. Come back, hopefully be home by supper time.
Try and get lunch for the offer first. Nope.
So the unique thing about Stringham is, although we've grown, we still maintain the small town law feel.
And it's important to Stringham to go into those communities, to provide those high-level legal services to our community members, and to live in those communities, to support those communities, and to help those communities grow and thrive.
Curl Sask is proud to announce Friday, January 27th as the Affinity Credit Union Curling Day in Saskatchewan. We reached out to Saskatchewan for help with creating a new t-shirt design for this special day. We received over 20 submissions from people all over the province. But there could only be one winner. Congratulations to Amy Fredette from the Estevan Curling Club. Curl Sask is so excited to use this design for our Provincial Day of Curling on January 27th.
Today, online bullying is more common than ever, but there is help. Sasktel wants to solve this problem. It's why they created Be Kind Online. If you're a victim of online bullying or know someone who is, or even if you just want to stop it from happening to anyone, this is a place to learn what you can do. You can find lots of tools and tips to help you stand up to cyberbullying. Be Kind Online is a place to learn how to stay safe as well, to learn best practices and plans to stop cyberbullying before it even has a chance.
Sometimes curling just isn't as fun as it can be on the Nintendo Switch. With up to 4 players per console, you can enjoy curling with your friends and family anywhere, anytime. Let's play curling. Available now only on Nintendo Switch.
No comment. I made my comment about it already. So
It looks like we are just back, starting in the 6th end. We've got Clyde should put one just in the 4-foot, and Taylor's going out to the wings here.
Clyder picked up a 3 just before the break. So our score is 4 for Clyder and 1 for Team Taylor.
And a nice little draw to come behind the guard there.
I had to step away for a couple of seconds, lady. My laptop's like my curling game. It kind of started running out of juice near the end. Had to go find some power. I wish I could do that in curling. Just go to the back and plug yourself in and get energized.
Exactly. We have a guest commentator. I guess my cat has decided that she wants to talk into the speaker, so sorry if you hear some meowing. She's got some pretty strong opinions about the game of curling, so...
That's all right. We're always looking for more input.
Really nice end here so far. We've got both teams with some rocks under cover.
My reception's a little fuzzy. Is it because of where I am, or is your guys' the same? Like the screen?
It is a little bit fuzzy.
Okay. Okay,
Thank you.
It's the actual screen that looks a little fuzzy. Okay. Fighter's looking for the hit roll towards center here, I thought, but now she's discussing the double, which would be my preferred shot if you can execute it.
Yeah, now that you're up, you just gotta keep her clean and get all the red rocks out of the house. That's gonna be their main goal. And just got the one. It's a little nice roll half behind the guard.
Taylor's looking at moving some things around here to generate an opportunity for a deuce.
I'm like, it was plugged in. No, this one works for sure. Oh, I wonder if the GFI trip.
That looks like Clyder's just thinking about replacing the guard. Just cover up the rocks in the center.
The rock that they're wanting to guard up here, you're exactly right, Rachel, is right on center. I don't think they much care about the one that's slightly lower and beside the rock on center. Because if that one's hit, they still have some options. But if the top one is hit, then it's most likely a double. So
Yeah, looks like we're just gonna have another coach intervention.
So, so what's our call in this situation? What would you guys do here?
Uh,
I guess that's why they're talking to the coach, right?
yeah, for sure.
I think it's still your third stones. You can go for the draw, but you could also potentially hit that red and roll over. But I do think that the guard, not the draw, sorry, the guard is the shot, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like guard, but it has to be very tighter in.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think there's a little bit more tolerance with the guard. Just making sure your weight's good. If you're a little bit heavy, you've got an option to bring it in.
Yeah, a
It
tap, I
is.
don't think.
No.
A tap wouldn't hurt them. You've got to be a little careful not to set up a double or triple.
No, for sure. But the guard looks like it'll probably be the easiest shot here, and for me at least, that's how I play my game. Is keep it simple, and so you can make easy shots a lot more than you can make hard ones. So.
Probably overcurled a little bit for her. I'm sure Taylor's going to take a rip at something in here.
Team Taylor sweeping this. And it looks like they're going to bump it to the back 12 foot and sit on top of one of the quieter stones.
I never had that shot in my forte, but it's actually an excellent shot. There's nothing they can do with the yellow or with the red stone now because the yellow will disappear. So there's definitely some concern there that red can do a multiple score.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I believe she's going to try and put another one in the 4 foot, shrink the rings and make things tough for a multiple score. Looks light and over curling.
Yeah.
They might just be guarding that now. And no, not enough.
No. Need to
And I don't
curl.
know that I didn't see the beginning or I didn't see her motion when they went to throw it. Was the call to guard that run back?
Yes, but I think they were looking at a pretty tight Tight guard.
Right.
Oh, just got by that guard. It's a great sweep.
Somebody owes the sweepers. Excellent job. Would have been, they would have preferred to move it another 3 inches. Maybe even, yeah, probably another 3 to bring. I'm not positive who's second shot here. I think red, but
Yeah, I think red as well.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot.
nervous situation for Clyder right now for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, although there's a 3-point lead, there's also an opportunity for Taylor to count more than 2 here, so.
I'm thinking if they threw, sorry, if they don't guard that double run back, if that's left exposed, I'm thinking back house, back 8 weight could bring that back zone possibly onto yellow. It might slide over the top, but it would be close to moving it a little bit.
Yeah.
The drag might make it miss. Anyway, we'll see what happens here before we call the next shot. So I believe the call is to guard, so none of those red stones are available to be mumped. Is there an opening?
I don't think there is. There might be between the 2 reds. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Team Taylor does here.
Interesting that it might try to come off that one unless they don't think that one's second shot. The rock at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Be rock at 9 o'clock. Depends which end of the rink you're standing at.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess 2 o'clock backwards.
So they're just trying to use their own to just rub off and get him behind the center. Should be a good shot.
Great shot there.
That worked out very well for them.
Yeah, another shot I didn't see coming. Imagine that.
Maddie can follow suit through one of those holes with a draw. Or could potentially opt to hit and roll.
I think either option is there. With the ice that's curling enough that you could use the reds just biting the back forefoot as, a safeguard. You can draw down to it.
You think there's enough curl to draw to that back red of the forefoot?
If you got, your sweepers on it to
Yeah.
actually sweep it over there, you could. But it's all about the weight you throw.
Yeah. This is not a bad option. If she hits it full, she'll roll into the forefoot. If she hits it on the thin side, she could go on to the one at the back of the four. So she's got a couple of options here.
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is probably the safest shot right now.
I think so. You'd have had a tough time convincing this old skipper to try that draw. But I don't have sweepers on my team either, so there's the big difference. Hopefully my team isn't listening. And the one that probably is listening is Curl's third, so he wouldn't be sweeping my rocks anyway.
Do you want me to come out and help you? Thank you.
It's a very nice shot.
Round.
Those are game winners. I believe in my my look at this, I think draw is the only option, unless she's going to try to slash something in from up top. But that's a long run back.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh, and it looks like they are playing through the hole.
Well, a pick stick gives her 3. I don't think she has a whole bunch more than a rock width to get through there, though.
It'll be tight. It's definitely throwing to the sweepers for this one.
Oh. This could be disaster.
This could be. Oh, it's a tough one.
And after 6 sets of play, another 3 unders. We'll be right back.
Curl Sask is proud to announce Friday, January 27th as the Affinity Credit Union Curling Day in Saskatchewan. We reached out to Saskatchewan for help with creating a new t-shirt design for this special day. We received over 20 submissions from people all over the province. But there could only be one winner. Congratulations to Amy Fredette from the Estevan Curling Club. Curl Sask is so excited to use this design for our Provincial Day of Curling on January 27th.
There's no doubt running any kind of farm comes with day-to-day challenges. We built a new facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Fast Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
So after 6 ends of play, we're back at the Swift Current Curling Club in the Innovation Plex, where Kleider has stole 3 in the 6th end to move up to a 7-1 score. The scoreboard definitely doesn't display the game we were having. Kleider made an excellent shot in 5 to get her 3. She also made another excellent shot in 6 to force Taylor to a very tough shot. She ended up crashing and made things much worse. So an excellent game has now turned into a 7-1 lead for Kleider. Pretty sure we're going to see a lot of speed coming from their rocks from now on and keep it as clean as they possibly can. With me is Sarah and Rachel. They're commentating as well. I keep yapping so they can't talk, but been nice working with you guys. We got a few more ends to do, but it's been a lot. It's a lot of fun doing this.
Thank you so much. It's been great. I've never really done commentating before, but last night and this morning have been a great experience, and thanks for everyone at home for not sending in complaints. So we're good.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a lot of fun.
And I think Rachel, she come walking in there this morning and was just kind of yapping to us, and I said, "Throw on a headset," and she looked at me with her. I didn't realize her eyes could get that big and round, but they did, and she sat down and took it like a trooper, and it's awesome.
Yeah, might as well. Well, it's something I've never done before, so it's first time for everything.
So will Kleider put one top 4 foot, or is she just gonna whale this first one through? What's your
Not
call?
sure. It looks like the game is done. I think.
Oh.
I think Team Taylor's walked off the ice, and looks like they're packing up. I think
So
that is it for this game.
So we get off to work early.
I guess so.
This is Clayton, Rachel, and Sarah commentating for the Kleider Taylor game at the U21 Provincial Curling Championships here at the Innovation Plex in Swift Current. Might give a little shout to Jerry and thank him for letting us do this. And perhaps he wants to move us to a different sheet. I don't know if he wants to do that, but I'm sure he'll shoot me a message. And we will be signing off here in a couple of seconds.
Thank you everyone for watching.
So the unique thing about Stringham is, although we've grown, we still maintain the small town law feel.
And it's important to Stringham to go into those communities, to provide those high-level legal services to our community members, and to live in those communities, to support those communities, and to help those communities grow and thrive.
Saskatchewan, you know Sasktel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With Sasktel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you, and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Sasktel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sasktel.com/sponsorships.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.